my Diamond Art friends, my name is Eileen and welcome to my channel. If you are new to my channel, welcome. And if you are returning, thank you for your continued support and friendship. For this video, I wanted to do another WIP and chats while I work on my Paint with Friends Superhero Edition Diamond Dots Captain America canvas. And while I am working on this canvas, I wanted to talk about a real life hero of mine, which is Florence Nightingale, who is regarded as the pioneer or founder of modern nursing. So what I am going to do is go ahead and get this camera pulled down a little bit and stop getting my stuff stuck everywhere and get started. I've already started putting down some of the blue drills on Captain America's leg. So I'm going to continue to do that. I'm going to get sat down here and hopefully not bump you guys too much. And we'll get started. Let me just get my pens moved over here. So, Florence Nightingale was born on May 12th, 1820 in Florence, Italy. Let me get that down, and I'm getting putty all over. I swear I don't get putty all over till I do one of these. Anyway, she was an English social reformer, statistician, and founder of modern nursing. So let me I do have some more information. So let me just get to this, get to this part. Okay, so she is known as the Angel of Crimea, or the Lady with the Lamp. Florence Nightingale was a revolutionary figure in nursing. Get that on here, straighten this out a little. During the Crimean War, more soldiers were dying from infection than from battle injuries. Nightingale and a team of nurses greatly improved the unsanitary conditions at the British hospital, working night and day to reduce the death count by 2/3. So let's see. So she significantly reduced the death rates by improving hygiene and living conditions. Nightingale gave nursing a favorable reputation and became an icon of Victorian culture, especially in the persona of the Lady with the Lamp, making rounds of wounded soldiers at night. I knew from a very young age that I wanted to become a nurse. I can remember my mom had surgery and had to have a visiting nurse come to the house. My mom had like a catheter, and I watched this nurse visit with my mom, and I kind of knew, not from just that point on, but even earlier than that, that being a nurse was something that I definitely wanted to do. I wanted to help people. I wanted to help people get better. I wanted to give them comfort. I wanted to give them, oh shoot. I swear I can never get this right with this. When I do these WIP and chats, I always get, all right, well, I guess that came off. That's fine. So let's see what else I wanted to say. Later on, Queen Victoria rewarded Nightingale's work by presenting her with an engraved brooch and a $250,000 prize. Nightingale decided to invest the money in a building, the St. Thomas's Hospital, and within it, the Nightingale Training School of Nurses. As Nightingale ascended the ranks, she became a popular role model for many young women, inspiring them to take on nursing. The fact that we have a nursing profession today is in large part thanks to Nightingale's dedication and commitment to serve others. So she does have some quotes that she is known to have said or what have you. And then when I finish talking about her, I will read out to you the Florence Nightingale Pledge, which all nursing students take when they go to nursing school. But I will give you some more interesting information about her. Let me just see if I can find, trying to find where it was talking about the Lady of the Lamp. Okay. All right, let me just get some more of these laid down and I'll read you that portion that I found, and then I'll read some quotes from her that she's famous for. During the Crimean War, Nightingale gained the nickname Lady of the Lamp from a phrase in a report, The Times. She is a ministering angel without any exaggeration in these hospitals, and as her slender form glides quietly along each corridor, every poor fellow's face softens with gratitude at the sight of her. When all the medical officers have retired for the night and silence and darkness have settled down upon those miles of prostrate sick, she may be observed alone with a little lamp in her hand, making her solitary rounds. And that's cited in Cook E.T. 1913, The Life of Florence Nightingale, Volume 1, page 237. All right, let's just see. In the Crimea, November 29, 1855, the Nightingale Fund was established for the training of nurses during a public meeting to recognize Nightingale for her work in the war. There was an outpouring of generous donation. Let me put a little bit more down. Sidney Herbert served as honorary secretary of the fund, and the Duke of Cambridge was chairman. In her 1856 letter, she describes spas in the Ottoman Empire, detailing the health conditions, physical descriptions, dietary information, and other vital details of patients whom she directed there. She noted the treatment there was significantly less expensive than in Switzerland. A little bit more of these drills laid down and get them on the pen. Nightingale wrote Notes of Nursing in 1859. The book served as the cornerstone of the curriculum at the Nightingale School and other nursing schools. though it was written specifically for the education of those nursing at home. So, let's see. Florence Nightingale died peacefully in her sleep at her home in London on August 13th, 1910, at the age of 90. The offer of burial at Westminster Abbey was declined by her relatives, and she was buried in the churchyard at St. Margaret's Church in East Wellow, Hampshire, near Embley Park, with a memorial with just her initials and dates of birth and death. Okay, so I have some of her quotes that I'll read in just a second. I don't know if this whip and chat is going to make a lot of sense, because I really didn't do a lot of like getting ready for it, other than I knew I wanted to talk about her. I wanted to get some information on my iPad about her that I could read while I was working on this. So let me just get a couple more drills laid down, and I will read a couple of her quotes. Yeah. All right. Rather 10 times die in the surf, heralding the way to a new world, than stand idly on the shore. These are 13 inspirational Florence Nightingale quotes to nurse the soul. I attribute my success to this: I never gave up or took an excuse. One, two, three. I think one's feelings waste themselves in words. They ought all to be distilled into action, and into actions which brings results. That one does not belong there. Okay. The very first requirement in a hospital is that it should do the sick no harm. Which I want to, which I believe is part of the Hippocratic Oath for doctors, I believe, right? Do no harm. All right. Live life when you have it. Life is a splendid gift. There is nothing small about it. It's true. I didn't realize she said some of these things, but I haven't done a ton of research on her. But I do know she is a hero of mine, just because she helped found or create this modern, profession of nursing. So, which I am obviously a nurse. So it works. So never lose an opportunity of urging a practical beginning, however small, for it is wonderful how often in such matters the mustard seed germinates and roots itself. Well, I didn't get very many drills on that one, did I? Ugh. Dang it, man. Sorry. I need to skip this row done. Kind of going all over the place instead of kind of doing what I normally do, which probably isn't the best plan, but what are you going to do? In what nursing has to do in either case, is to put the patient in the best condition of nature to act upon him. Okay, let me just get this one here. Maybe if I actually sat correctly instead of on my heels, that might be easier for me too. Who knows? To be in charge is certainly not only to carry out the proper measures yourself, but to see that everyone else does it too. I think when I took a supervisor's course in my first nursing job, they had the director of nurses there wanted to have some of her LPNs be able to be charge nurses, and there was a supervisor course that was being offered. So I was one of those people that she had take this course, and I want to believe that they discussed that, if I remember correctly. Of course, that was 2008, probably, because I became a nurse in 2007 in October. So I want to say it was not that far from there, because I got, no, I passed my test in August of 2007, got my first nursing job the beginning of October of 2007, and yeah, I want to say it was like that very next year she had us do that, several of us. But anyway, if a nurse declines to do these kinds of things for her patients because it is not her business, I would say that nursing was not a calling for her. Or him, I should say. That should probably be updated, because I know some really good male nurses and nursing assistants. So I dare not just put women in that category, because, yeah, as I said, I know some really good males that are in the healthcare profession that aren't doctors. So, next one. What cruel mistakes are sometimes made by benevolent men and women in matters of business about which they know nothing and think they know a great deal. Well, that's true. It is so true, Florence. I would say preach on. I'm sure you have more you can say. So let's see. We've got 3 more left. So that was number 10 of her 13 inspirational quotes. And I will just... All right. Wise and humane management of the patient is the best safeguard against infection. Again, very much true. How very little can be done under the spirit of fear. Again, I think we all get a little bit apprehensive at times. I think fear stops a lot of us from doing a lot of things, which I'm trying to learn to not worry so much about. Try to not worry about or obsess about the things that I cannot change and fix, because I tend to obsess about those things and it makes me anxious, and it's harmful to your psyche, no matter what profession you're in or in life in general. Okay, so the last quote was, were there none who were discontented with what they have, the world would never reach anything better. All right, so that is what I have on I could go on and on. She was more than just, the founder of modern nursing. She was also a statistician, and she did some contributions that way as well. And she has a lot of accolades, to her credits, of course, as well-deserved. I lost one. There was 5 there. Oh, well. So I will, let me just pop up there and see how long I've been chatting away so I know for myself. 20 minutes. Okay. So before I close out with the Nightingale Pledge, I'm going to do a little bit more of this diamond painting and chatting. I think, we all probably have our own personal, real life, people we think are heroes. In my life, in my nursing career, I've had the good fortune of having a couple really good mentors. One being my very good friend that I talked about, just getting out of the hospital. She is one of the people that taught me a lot. She has been a nurse for a long time and is just amazing at her job. I don't think there's ever been a job that she has had where she wasn't thought of and loved so much. She often tells me she loves everyone, and that is such a lovely quality, or not even, I don't want to say quality, but she really does, when she says she loves everyone, she honestly means that. Her heart is just amazing, and the quality of her work shows because of it. She cares for her patients or the residents that she oversees, and the people that she supervises. She is just a joy and a love to be around. Another mentor of mine, she I don't get to see her as often. She is a director of nurses at an assisted living, as is my good friend. And she I would say that my good friend and this other nurse took me under their wing. And I know they said to me that I didn't really need a lot of training, but I feel like having 2 people that kind of had my back, or, kind of were there for me, and, whether or not I was born to be a nurse or not, or however it is, without a good team, you fail. You're not able to, in nursing, do it alone. You have to have a team, and that is the only way you can get the best possible outcome, is good teamwork between everyone. Meaning the doctors, the nurses, the nursing assistants, and anyone else that you need to work with along the way, any department, whether it be, in a hospital, lab, or, nursing home or anything, housekeepers, laundry, dietary. In order to get it all done, all of those people and all of us need to work together. And honestly, none of our roles really are any more important than the other, because you have to have teamwork in every department working together to give the patient, the resident, or whatever, the best quality of life that we can give them. So that's my nice long speech on that. I have worked with some really amazing CNAs and nursing assistants or personal care assistants and housekeepers and maintenance and dietary and, labs and radiology. I have worked with some really amazing people whose hearts are definitely in it for the right reason. And I worked with some people that, got in the healthcare field thinking they're going to make, a bunch of money. And they were the ones that were not successful and haven't been successful. So, anyway, I am now, because I feel like I'm going to start going off into a tangent about something I don't need to, going to read the Florence Nightingale Pledge. I have printed it out. I actually have this. One of the girls I went to nursing school with made us all laminated, beautiful copies of this pledge. And I have it with my nursing diploma. But this is the Florence Nightingale Pledge. And normally a nurse would take this pledge upon graduation or pinning or capping or whatever that ceremony is. I know that we did it not only at our pinning ceremony or capping, but we also did it when we graduated at our awards ceremony. So anyway, with full knowledge of the responsibilities that I am undertaking, I solemnly pledge myself to the service of humanity and will endure I gotta start this over. My brain just went blank. I'm gonna start over. With full knowledge of the responsibilities that I am undertaking, I solemnly pledge myself to the service of humanity and will endeavor to practice my profession with conscience and dignity. I will maintain by all means in my power to honor the noble traditions of my profession. The total health of my patients will be my first concern. I will hold in confidence all personal matters coming to my knowledge. I will not permit considerations of religion, nationality, race, or social standing to intervene between my duty and my patient. I will endeavor to keep my professional knowledge and skills at the highest level and give my support and cooperation to all members of the healthcare team. With full awareness of my qualifications and limitations, I will do my utmost to maximize the potential of the nursing profession and to uphold and advance its standards. I will maintain the utmost respect for humanity. I make these promises solemnly, freely, and upon my honor. So that is the more updated or modern version of the Florence Nightingale Pledge. There is a older version, but this is the updated version. So I think I'm going to wrap it up here. I know it was a little wonky. Sorry the chat wasn't as good as I wanted it to be, and I was hoping I would have read that pledge a little bit better, but I didn't. And it's okay. Anyway, I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everybody has a nice day or night. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. And if you'd like to share this video, please feel free to share. And if you'd like to be notified of all my future video uploads, please hit that bell notification. And also know that you can email me at diamondcraftsbyeileen@gmail.com. I'd be happy to correspond with you. Again, I hope everybody has a nice day or night, whatever it is for you. Take care, happy diamond painting, and until my next video, bye.